She was found with her head removed.
That's right.
How did that happen?
Easy. Just pick it up and move it. People on the outside do not know what evil is.
Do you know what evil is?
Sure.
Are you evil?
Somewhat.
Do you remember killing her?
Yeah, possibly. We're not going into details here.
No, but how did you kill her?
Probably strangulation.
Just pull the head off?
Yeah, it was already off. That was a fit of anger. You know, we spent a day, feeding the ducks and walking around, and then she just flipped. Jumped up, says, "I'm going to scream, I'm going to tell the cops." I snapped her neck. Stayed there all day until dark. Then split her open from her neck to her groin. I didn't go all the way deep into the stomach area, just split her open. I don't know why.
Well, so you strangled them with just one hand?
Right there. Pressure point.
What did you do to young Karen Hill?
I ain't saying. I told you I wouldn't talk about that. I wasn't talking about anything that happened in Watertown.
Why not?
Because I make that... I'm not talking about anybody in Watertown. You can either take it or leave it.
What happened in Vietnam?
A lot of things happened in Vietnam. Yeah, I went to Vietnam as a weapons specialist. And I see a woman in her 30s coming down this hill carrying 2 AKs on this side and 2 AKs on this side, barrel down. So I reach over my shoulder like this, right behind my neck, and I pull out a brand new machete. When she backed out, I come up behind her and took her head right there. I took a couple of hits, but the head came off. She body dropped to the ground, she just bled out. I split the body in half. Opened up a pouch and I had some C4, plastic explosives, lit a cigarette, just touched it, and it started lit up like a miniature sun. And I just laid the flesh up on top of that stick, right? And I bit into the flesh itself, just staring at her eyes, and she urinated and defecated on herself. So she told me everything I wanted to know. I go in, I reported in, saluted the colonel, and he gets up and he says, "You're one sick son of a bitch, but I love you." I'm not a bullshitter. Anything I tell you is facts of life.
You see yourself as something of a celebrity here?
Of course. Well, everybody knows what I'm here for.
Do you enjoy the attention?
Sometimes. When I picked those women up, I thought I had AIDS. Because one of the women who stopped in the car told me one of the women I took out is HIV positive. I didn't know which one of them were, so I went back and picked up all the ones I dated in 2 streets in Rochester, and I started killing them.
It's just not a lot of people that I've ever spoken to have eaten human flesh.
They eat a raw steak. Similar.
What about your daughter, Maggie?
She's cool.
Does your daughter, Maggie, know what you did? Does she know the details of what you did?
She has the information of everything. I told her things that you want to know, but you're not going to get.
Do you love Maggie?
Very much.
And do you love your grandchildren?
Right.
This is a horrible thought, but I mean, if someone were to, rape and kill your grandchildren, what should happen to them?
That's up to the law.
But what do you think should happen to them?
That's up to the law.
But what would you think of them as a father, as a grandfather?
I would be devastated. Right?
Do you have any comprehension of the suffering that you've brought the families of the people that you've killed?
I don't have any remorse for some reason. I don't know, something inside me is weird. There's always a bad man in me. You never can get rid of it. He's behind a door somewhere. I'm trying to keep him there. I don't want to hurt nobody else.
Just a final question, Arthur. I mean, why won't you talk about the two young children?
Stop. It's over.
Is it not because? Is it because you're ashamed of it?
It's disconnect. This is over.
Okay.